stage and proceed with the same.
Thank you very much. Greetings everyone present here today. It is such a great pleasure to be speaking with you all today. I am Arfan Firozi and an environmentalist and naturalist, and I've been researching on animals and plants for the past 7 years. Of course, I'm not going to go into detail of what work I do, but I'm going to speak to you about how we and our planet depend on the natural world and its changes. First of all, we have to understand that our planet operates just like a living, breathing organism. Its habitats made up of countless different species work like its organs, each with a different role to play in keeping the environment, of course, healthy and our planet healthy as well. Our planet's poles act like air conditioning systems, reflecting sunlight away from the planet to keep it cool. The sea ice works like a soil, harboring algae, which underpins the hugely productive food chains in the cool oceans. Freshwater systems transport life-giving water and nutrients throughout the landscape, crisscrossing its surface like the arteries and veins in a body. Immense forests straddling the globe, have trillions of microscopic floating algae on them, of course, that's the oceans, and maintain the atmosphere by locking away carbon and releasing oxygen. Coastal mangroves and coral reefs act like nurseries for juvenile fishes and juvenile creatures, and jungles pile plant on plant to capture as much as carbon as they can, capture as much as energy from the sun as they can. The water oxygen produced in these processes reach far beyond the forests. For any of these biomes to work, the plants, animals, and fungi and microbes within them all play their part. Biodiversity equals stability, and no species on planet Earth has ever, actually used and benefit from these benefits apart from us humans. Just over the past 50 years, we have embarked on an exponential rise on unsustainable exploitation of resources, unsustainable pressure on the planet, which has now reached such a magnitude that science itself concludes that we are now becoming and have become our own geological epoch. Welcome to the Anthropocene, the age of humans. We are now the dominant force of change on the planet. Three-quarters of the land surface and two-thirds of the oceans are impacted by our activities. Our poles are losing their ice, and in the summer there is 40% less Arctic sea ice cover than there was in 1980s. Many of the world's rivers and lakes are drying up. Almost half of our planet's forests have been felled by timber. And to make space for ourselves and our livestock. About 60% of global deforestation, of course, is to make way for livestock and production of beef. And about 30% is to produce crops like palm oil and soy. And mangroves are being cleared to make way for shrimp farms and beach resorts. And at sea, our extensive overfishing is leading to the collapse of key fish stocks. We have already lost about 90% of large oceanic predators, and that include, let's say, tuna and sharks and swordfish. However, there is hope. While our past has been written, our future is yet to be determined and is in our hands. It's not about, of course, saving our planet. It is about saving ourselves. We depend on the natural world. The solutions were very well given, and if we take action in that future, the wild will recover. And as it does so, bringing back the stability and production that we rely on. We have already shown that nature is, if given the chance, can recover. Let's say, for example, since commercial whaling was banned just over 30 years ago, some species have recovered from all-time global lows to numbers not seen in 100 years. Some areas of the oceans protected from fishing has seen, fish biomass increase by over 400%. In just a few years. Wherever we leave space, of course, forests, wetlands and grasslands, or indeed mangroves, will regenerate. Now we have shown that it's possible to reverse deforestation. We have done that in the last decades. We reached 20% of our coverage with forests, and we managed to increase that to 50% currently. As they grow back, the wild plants will lock away carbon again, helping us fight against climate change. The animal pollinators and seed dispersing organisms will return. sea ice could start building once more, and the weather we rely on for our supply chains could fall back in regular rhythms. Our planet can rewild, and as it does so, becoming more diverse and more stable. Thank you very much.